Namaste, Archana Pammi. Welcome back. This is the sequence for say bye bye to love handles. We'll be doing a Hatha yoga style sequence. Usually in Hatha yoga, you start off with a little bit of warm ups. And you're going to do a lot of standing poses, which is going to help work towards your middle section of your upper torso. This is where your love handles are, right above your hip and your lower back, essentially. And then we will wrap it up with the standard, asanas to work around the entire spinal mobility, extensions, back bends, and forward bend flexion, and of course lateral and twist as well. So we'll get started, starting with the warm up. This warm up is going to be done standing. So we're just going to start off with our neck. We'll start with the neck, shoulder, then wrist, and then of course the leg, and then move into spinal warm ups. So starting with the neck, you're just going to keep your feet a little bit wider, almost your shoulder width. Take your right arm and wrap it behind you. Now use your left arm to tilt your neck towards the left side. Gently use your palm to tuck the ear away from the shoulder so you will feel a good stretch on your right hand side. And just keep breathing. And slowly release. Shifting to the left side, take your left arm behind you. Use your right arm to wrap over your left ear and gently tuck it away. Be gentle. You don't want to stretch too much. Keep breathing. And relax. Once we're done with the neck, now we're going to do shoulder. So just keep inhaling, lift your shoulder up and roll them back and forward. Just gentle shoulder rolls. Keep breathing as you do this. Reversing from back to front. Inhale, and exhale, and drop. Each of these we will do about 5 to 7 times. Now shoulder socket rotation. Keep your palms on your shoulders. Bring your elbows forward as you inhale and drop them back. Reversing. Take them back as you inhale and exhale down. Right. Now wrist. Get your arms in front of you. Close your fist with your thumb inside and open. Doing this a couple of times. This should help build up strength in your lower arm. Focusing on the muscles there. As you open and close your fist, also exercising your fingers. Now close the fist and do fist rotation inwards, wrist rotation, and then outwards. I wanted to only rotate the wrist, so if it helps, you can keep your elbows close to her so that you are not having your entire arm rotate as you rotate your wrists. Clockwise and anti-clockwise or inwards and outwards. And I'm going to take it a little bit deeper, so get both the palms, fingers intertwining each other, and then you're going to rotate the wrist clockwise and then anti-clockwise. Alright, so the last thing that we're going to be doing is just the leg. So all we're going to do is a simple standing mobility and just stretch the leg. So just inhale, exhale, and bend the right knee. Hold your right ankle. Just stay there for a couple of breaths as you let the quad stretch and the calf also stretch. And bring the heel forward as you extend the leg. You may bend your left leg. You're pushing to stretch the entire right leg's backside, resting on the heel, toes pointing inwards towards your leg, and release. Doing the same thing on the left. Bend the left knee, wrap around the ankle of the left leg, and hold. Help stretch the quad muscles here on the left side. And drop that leg below, pressing the heel on the floor. Bend the right knee a little bit. Help stretch the left leg's backside. Again, toes pointing towards your leg. And release. So we finished with simple mobility, starting with the neck, shoulder, wrist, and the leg. Starting with spinal mobility. So start by placing your feet shoulder width apart. As you inhale, lift your arms above your head, bring your palms together. Just lengthen, lift your body, lift your back, lengthening it, tuck your belly in. As you inhale, keep lengthening a little bit more and exhale in place. Inhale, lengthen, inhale, lengthen, inhale, lengthen, and release. So we're going to do a little bit of lateral, Tiryaka Tadasana. Inhale, raise your fingers, bow, interlock them, palms facing upwards. Inhale, exhale and tilt to the right, stretching the right. Stretching the left side, compressing the right lateral. Inhale, exhale to the left. Staying there for a few breaths. Inhale, center. Now continuing there, from there, just a twist. So inhale, exhale and twist to the right. Keep breathing. Again, inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the left. Keep lengthening your body and tucking your belly in. And inhale, center. Release the palms. Now we're going to intertwine the palms behind your back. And using that, pull your shoulders away as you inhale and arch your back. And as you exhale, drop forward, lifting your arms behind you, bending knees if required. Inhale and release. So that was simple spinal mobility. We just did extension, stretch, lateral and a twist. So we'll get started now with the standing asanas. Starting with Trikonasana, start by placing your legs wider than your shoulder width. As you inhale, lift your arms to the side. As you exhale, tilt your right foot to the right side. Slide along the right side of your body, placing the right palm anywhere on the leg or on the foot. Extending the left arm above your head, forming a straight line. You can gaze below if you're struggling with balance, or you can gaze at the upper arm. Inhale, bend the knees, inhale and release. Moving on to the left side. Inhale, arms to the side. Exhale, tilt to the left side. Gaze at the upper arm. If you're struggling for balance, gaze below. And inhale, extend, and stand. Now we're going to be doing Parivritta Trikonasana, which is going to be rotated triangle pose. So start by placing the right foot, the top edge of the mat, right corner, left foot towards the left corner of the mat. As you inhale, bring your arms to the side, and as you exhale, we're going to twist, placing the left palm on top of the right leg, or just right next to it on the floor, the mat. And look up. If you're struggling for balance, look down. Bend your knee, inhale, lift up. Doing the same thing on the left hand side. Start by placing the left foot on the left edge, top edge of the mat, the right foot behind. Inhale, arms to the side. As you exhale, you're going to twist towards the left, placing the right palm top of the left leg or on the mat, wherever you feel comfortable. Gaze down, struggling with balance, or you can gaze up at the upper arm. Again, bend the knee, inhale, and release. Next two asanas, Parsvakonasana and Parivritta Parsvakonasana. So we'll start with leg a little bit wider than what we did for Trikona. Inhale, arms to the side. Exhale, turn the right foot to the right side. And as you bend forward, place the right palm next to the foot, left palm, and the arm extended, forming a straight line with the left leg. Use your right elbow to gently push into the right knee so the right knee is stacked straight, and breathe. Inhale, release. Shifting to the left side now. Take a breath. As you exhale, bend your left leg. Place the left palm below. Extend the right arm over your head. Keep breathing. And inhale, release. Shifting into Parivritta Parsvakonasana. So start by placing the right leg on top of the right edge of the mat, left leg behind. As you inhale, extend your arms to the side. As you exhale, bend the right knee. Bring the left elbow over the right knee, placing both the palms together in prayer pose. You can shift your back leg weight onto your toes. Keep breathing. Now push your right knee into the left elbow so that it is staying straight in a straight line with the ankle. Keep breathing. And inhale, release. Doing the same thing on the left side. Left foot, the top edge of the mat, right foot behind. Inhale, arms to the side. As you exhale, bend the left knee, right elbow, resting on top of it, palms pressing together in prayer pose. And inhale, release. The next asana is Parsvottanasana or pyramid pose. So start by placing the right leg forward, then your left leg. Bring your palms to your hips as we begin in this pose. Inhale in place, exhale, folding from the hips. Try to bring your chest, your belly, your chest on your right leg. Your palms can then extend down and give the support. Feel a very deep stretch on the leg. You're also doing a compression and a flexion of the hip here, compressing the belly a little bit. So stay here for a few breaths. Extend your arms forward, then lift up as you inhale. So shifting to the left side, left foot forward, right foot slightly behind you, and palms on your hips. Inhale. As you exhale, fold forward from the hips, placing the belly, then the chest on the left leg, extending the arms below, using them to support. If possible, you can also place your forehead on the shin of the leg if it reaches. If it doesn't, just ensure your belly and your chest are resting on the top of the left leg. And just bring your arms forward, inhale and lift up and release. Okay, so the next we're going to be doing is Utkatasana, chair pose. So start by keeping your feet together. I'm facing the short edge of the mat so you can see me clearly. Inhale, lift the arms up, and exhale, bend the knees. You're pushing your hips back. Tuck your belly in, keeping your core engaged. Knees bent, knees together, feet together, leg together in Utkatasana. From here, we are going to move into rotated or revolved chair pose, Parivritta Utkatasana. So bring your palms together, elbows together, bending forward, twisting to the right side, showing that to you. And again, lift up back into chair pose, and then twisting towards the left side as you exhale. Inhale, chair pose, and release. The next pose that we're going to be doing is Utkata Konasana or goddess pose. Now start by placing your leg wider than your shoulder. You're turning your feet a little bit outwards as we're going to bend our knees and settle down. So as you exhale, settle down, bringing your hips almost parallel, the thighs running parallel to the ground. If it doesn't happen, it's okay. Just stay here. You can use your palms to gently open the hips. Use the right palm to push the right knee behind. And again, use the left palm to push the left knee slightly behind to open. Inhale, arms up. You keep them together, or you can open them in Padma Mudra, whatever you like. And inhale, lift up. As you exhale, now you're folding forward into Prasarita Padottanasana. Get a 3-finger grip on your big toes and use that to support and stretch out, folding further. Again, this is a good compression of the abdominal organs. Staying here for a few breaths. And slowly inhale, release. Just doing a gentle back bend to release the tension. And relax. So we've finished with a lot of the standing poses. Now we're going to be doing plank. So we're going to start with a standard or simple plank and then shift into side plank. And after that, we're going to do a little bit of reverse plank. So start by getting onto your knees and place your palms in front of you, elbows, wrist right below your shoulders. So we're going to step back onto our toes into plank pose. Engage your core, tuck your tailbone, squeeze your buttocks, keep breathing. And bring your knees down, release. We're going to shift now into a side plank. So starting with the right side. So start by going into the plank and then roll over to your right, stacking the left foot over your right foot and then extending your left arm. So there we go. Inhale. Extend your left arm above. And release into plank. Now shift on to the left leg. And bring down, release. Now we're going to shift into Purvottanasana, which is reverse plank. So for that, we are going to shift to our back. So sit by extending your legs out. Place your palms behind your hips. And what you want to do is your fingers are facing towards your hips. Inhale. And then lift your hips up. Drop your head back. Point your toes away from your legs into the mat, into the floor. And release. That was Purvottanasana. What we are going to do next is a simple stretch of the back. We'll start with child's pose. You can do two variations with wide leg. So get back on your knees. Now separate your knees wider. Now place your hips on your heels. Your feet are together. Then stretch your arms forward as you stretch your back and relax. The goal is to be able to get your hips onto your feet, but if it doesn't, it's okay. The action should be such that you're pushing your hips towards your heels. That way you'll stretch your back for good. Stay here and keep breathing for a few seconds. Then drop your head completely or just let it relax. If I'm not able to stretch fully, I just let it relax as is, but otherwise feel free to drop it completely down. And then slowly releasing from this as we lie down on our back for Kandharasana. Just lie down on your back. Keep your legs hip width apart. Your palms can be by your side or wrapping the ankles of your foot, and if it is difficult to wrap, you can keep it below your hips and intertwine your fingers as you lift your hips off. The bridge pose. Inhale in place. Exhale, emptying everything. Inhale and lift. Lift your hips, squeeze your buttocks, keep your thighs parallel, knees parallel. Lift such that your chest is touching, moving towards your chin. You're getting a throat lock called as Jalandhara Bandha. And keep breathing. And slowly release. Now, if you'd like, you could also do Chakrasana. If you find this uncomfortable, just leave this, let this be as is. So place your palms to the side of your head, fingers facing towards your body. Inhale in place, exhale and empty. Inhale, lift up. Keep your thighs parallel. Squeeze your buttock. Tuck your chin. Bring your back mat and relax. Just drop your knees together. Just take a moment. We're going to roll to a side and sit up. Doing forward bends now. So bring your feet together in front of you for Baddha Konasana. You can hold your feet or wrap your palms around the ankles. You can keep your heels as close to your groin as possible. Now inhale, lengthen and stretch your back. As you exhale, folding from the hip. You can do this a couple of times. Inhale, lengthen and exhale. Inhale, lengthen and exhale. Inhale, lengthen and exhale, and you get your chest all the way towards your feet. Try placing your head on the mat. If you're not able to, it's okay to stay where you are and just keep breathing. Now slowly inhale and release. Next pose we're going to be doing is Upavista Konasana, which is again a straddle split or a front split. Start by placing your legs forward, opening them as wide as they go. Bend your knees and get a 3-finger grip on your big toes. And as you exhale, extend the legs, fold forward as much as you can. Staying there for a few breaths. If you're not able to go this low, then just stay wherever you are. You don't have to force yourself. This is a deep stretch, so breathe as much as you can to relax. And slowly exhale and release. To release from this pose, I would recommend to place your palms under the knees to lift up and then release. We finished with Upavista Konasana. So we're going to do a gentle twist. We'll do Ardha Matsyendrasana and then wrap up with some seated pose, Bhadrasana, Padmasana, and then Shavasana. So for Ardha Matsyendrasana, start by extending the legs in front of you. Now lift your right leg, place your right leg over your left leg. closer to the knee. Place your right palm behind you. Inhale, lift the left arm over your head. Exhale, wrap it around the right knee and twist to the right side. You can bend your left leg as well. You can bend it and bring it closer to your hip and then extend. Inhale, lift and release. Sometimes I like to keep the leg extended, but I know the original pose is where you keep the other leg closer to your hips, so just remember that in between. Now doing it on the left hand side. So place your left leg over the right leg. Bring your right leg to your hip. Now place your left palm behind your hip. Inhale, lift your right arm. Exhale, twisting. Inhale, lift and release. Before we go into Padmasana, I would like to also do Vajrasana or Bhadrasana. One of the reasons I would recommend doing Vajrasana is something that you can sit in at any time at home. Why this helps is most of the time when you're sitting on a cushion or sitting on a couch or a seat, you're compressing your lower back. Things like Vajrasana and Bhadrasana help you lift that upper torso up so there is not too much of compression happening. The more you stretch it, the more it helps tone those muscles. We're going into Vajrasana, which is also a meditative pose, but just to take it a little bit, we're going to do a wider one, which is Bhadrasana. So start by placing your knees wider and then place your hips on the feet. The palms can be resting on the knees. Relax here, close your eyes. Just keep breathing. Inhale and exhale. At any point in time, don't slouch. The whole goal is to stay here, to lift your upper torso. Keep your back actively engaged, lifting, belly tucked in, focusing on your breath to relax. Slowly releasing from this pose. We're going to settle down for Padmasana. For Padmasana, feel free to do a little bit of knee mobility. So you can just extend your knees, then rotate, and also rotate your ankle. You know, just just do these actions a couple of times so you feel comfortable. Then start by placing your right feet closer to your hip, and then place your left feet closer to your hip. If you can, you can also approach the mat. I can't, so I'm just going to stay here. Place your chin, place your palms into Inyan Mudra. Roll your index finger, placing it at the tip of your thumb. Close the thumb over the index finger. Three fingers are open, palms facing up. Rest them on your thighs. Close your eyes, relax. Chin lightly tucked in, shoulders rolled back, back lifted. best way to stay in Padmasana, a meditative posture, is to keep breathing. You can also choose to focus on your third eye center, the point between your eyebrows. Just keep breathing, inhale and exhale. If you want to feel more relaxed, take a slow inhalation and slow exhalation. Feel that calmness rise in you as you focus on your breath and your third eye center. Gently release your fingers, release your legs, and again stretch them out if you feel any pain in the ankle or your knees. And slowly lying down for Shavasana. Extend your legs, arms by your side. Lightly tuck your chin in and relax. Slowly releasing from the pose. Wiggle your toes, move your fingers, move your arms and legs. Bring your legs together, toes pointing down, arms together above your head. Lengthen. So inhale and release. Roll to the right side. Take a moment there and sit up. That was a Hatha style sequence for the Say to Bye Bye Love Handle series that I'm doing right now. Now, most of these were focused, a lot of standing asanas were focused more on your lateral twisting, forward bend, also your hips as well, your lower back. You pretty much did everything. And in Hatha Yoga, you pretty much do the entire mobility of your spine. So we did mild inversions with Kandharasana and Chakrasana as well, back extensions and flexion and twist and everything. So everything was covered in this entire sequence. So pretty much working your entire upper torso, but also focused mostly towards your middle torso. So let me know how this feels. Share your feedback and suggestions. Namaste.